Good morning, world. So that last video that I did where we went and helped my friend Paul texture his house, I did ask in the comments if you guys wanted to see a paint video. So today is Sunday. We're going to head back up to his house. We're going to get that painted. For those that have not seen that video, go ahead and check that out somewhere here. I have no idea. I don't know how that works, but a little history on the house. 2 years ago, he lost his property due to a wildfire, the Echo Mountain fire, and everything was gone. So the last 2 years he's been chilling on his property in an RV. We've been going up trying to get stuff done. Since the fire, we have repaired his septic, we have ran new plumbing, new water underground. We've been able to get the majority of the property graveled. There is a lot that still needs to be done, but we need to get it to where he can enjoy at least another permanent roof over his head. He can get back to living a regular life. I am also going to be messing with my exposure on this video. For some reason, when I upload to YouTube, it's like 5 settings higher. I don't get why. I get so much gamma when it uploads versus me shooting, so I'm going to darken everything down. Hopefully this fixes it for you guys, because I went back and watched that video. You can barely see the walls, so hopefully this one will be better. Hopefully we'll get you some good content you guys can sit back and enjoy and watch, and let's get at it. We'll see you up there. All right, guys, we are back up here at my friend Paul's house. We're going to start painting and get started on the inside. As you can tell, he's still hard at work. He got concrete poured in the footing. Once that's dry, the second layer of concrete is going to be going in. We'll be able to get the skirting and stuff finished for the side of the house. It'll be, I believe, false brick, but we'll find out. The earlier video that you saw this week was us getting the house textured. When the house showed up here, it definitely needed some repair work, specifically with sheetrock at the seams and corners. It was really bad. You can go back and watch that one. For those that watched the first video, we got the interior textured, got all the seams fixed, got everything repaired. Today we are up here. A lot of you in the comments wanted to see a paint video, so we're gonna paint it. So we'll just hop in, get inside, get this thing ready for paint, see where it's light, see where we're missing paint, get it finished, get it ready, and then possibly later on down the road, maybe get a final shot with the house finished and complete on the inside. So let's head on inside. All right, so here we are inside the house. Paul has pulled out some paint. He's thrown some up on the wall, and it's technically the original color that came with the house, but it came in as a flat. He likes the satin look to it. So actually, you know what? I'll just grab the camera real fast and I'll kind of show you how the texture got thrown on the wall and how you can possibly get this resolved. So as you can see, there's little kind of pop marks, because we went heavy on texture and a lot of air to get all this aggressive texture on the walls. Cool thing with these little bubbles is you can actually go really thick on your paint with your roller, and then you can come in and then kind of thin it out with your roller. So what that does is it actually helps you cover those up, it fills them in, and when you go over and do another run over it with your roller, it allows it to pull a lot of the extra paint off and gives a nice final looking coat. Get the floor mast off and get this house buttoned up so he can move in and enjoy his property for once in the last 2 years. So let's get at it. All right, so these little boogers right here, you can see that, and then there's one here, and then there's one right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let's see, we got another one here. There we go. And then just go in, level out all your fresh paint. Got another one right there. And that's about as simple as you can get. Those little boogers are just because of how thick and how much pressure we went with the flow. So it gets thrown onto the wall. So you'll get those. Easy little way of taking care of them, knocking them off with the fingernail, go right over with the paint, never be able to find it again. So there you go. All right, so there was a wise one a long time ago. It says work from the top down. Now, the cool thing with this house, it's right around 400 square feet, so we're not gonna get tagged. But I'll tell you what, painting above you really gets the arms to work out. So yeah, highly suggest getting this over with, taking a break, possibly getting some lunch, dinner, you know, I don't know. You probably have a house that's 2, 3, possibly 4 times this size. Think of this paint job as maybe a bedroom and a bathroom in your home. Cool thing with tiny homes, very little materials, so you can get expensive stuff, quality floors, quality paint, quality wood, still be less than a house that's 1,000 square feet. For one person or for two people and maybe a pet, perfect size house. Let's keep it going, get it done, see the finished product. So here we go. We're getting the first coat on the house, getting the majority of the big stuff covered. We still have these areas which will mask off, like around the window against the trim. Paul already got the paint behind the stove and the fridge already taken care of, so we can get all that stuff out of the middle of the house. But yeah, so we have just start heading down the hallway. And then a lot of this stuff is actually going to be done with a paintbrush or this little roller here. Basically, the majority of the tools you see is that right there, minus a paintbrush that Paul's working with right now. We have a large roller. I believe those are 12-inch roller or 10-inch roller, and then we have the 4-inch roller. That's it. And a paintbrush and some drop cloths. We don't even have it taped down. Just catching the big stuff where she lies. So we'll keep working down the hallway, getting the rest of this done. I still gotta do the ceiling and then finish the bedroom, get the bedroom finished. And then we'll get back to you on touch-ups as well as just making sure that you have a nice, good, even layer. Another cool thing with angles and roofs and ceilings and stuff, when you got a nice vaulted ceiling like this, all you really need to get corners is a little brush about this big. What I like to do is I tend to get into that seam with the brush, get as much paint as I can into that seam, and then I'll come in at an angle and just slightly dab it, give it some dabs, good old dabs. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to match that texture of the roller. With the texture of the roller, you don't want your paintbrush streaks from the brush showing specifically at an angle that you're going to be looking at. Because this is right above the front door, we want to make sure that we can kind of blend this as good as we can and make sure that nobody can see that there was any difference. There's a lot of the top end, you know, the angle brush stuff with the little drip tray on it that makes perfect angles. Why buy it? You're gonna spend so much money on tools that you'll probably use once. So, good old paintbrush, rollers, the tray, making it happen. So, we'll get this one over here and then head into the hallway. Alright, so we got the first coat of paint in the living room and kitchen area. We're gonna kind of let that dry. Got all the jams, got all the corners, and then once it's dry, the light areas will kind of show themselves, and then we'll get those buttoned up. But first we gotta get in here, get the big areas covered in paint, come back, do the same thing, get all the jams, get all the corners, make it happen. So here we go. Alright guys, so just got all of the big stuff in the bathroom done, but I want to kind of show you what I meant by light spots. So I don't know if the camera can pick this up very well, but right here on the ceiling, there's a light spot. Go ahead and snag that. You can see where I already got one of them, or over here. Get them now. Before you pull your plastic, put away your paint, all your brushes, get them, because now is the time to do it. So it's coming out really well. Got to do a couple more touch-up spots here in the living room, and then I have to get this bathroom finished. Try to get out of the glare, but yep, it's coming along. All right. It is actually almost 6 o'clock. We are just doing final touch-ups now, making sure that areas that look light are tackled now before we start pulling tape and plastic. Sun is going down, so I mean, look at that view. That's an awesome view. So we gonna get as much as we can done tonight. We'll try to peel the tape if we like what we see so far, and then maybe you guys will get a third video. Maybe something that involves putting all the plates back on the switches, putting the plates back on the outlets, maybe some furniture. You don't know. I don't know. Paul doesn't know. So if you guys like this so far, I'll probably do just a couple panos so you guys can kind of see the texture with the paint. But as far as it goes, we're probably gonna wrap it up pretty soon, and I'm gonna get back home. Peace. it for this week's episode. Just made it. Street lights are on. It's getting dark out, so I appreciate everybody that is enjoying these videos, and I have more coming up. Next week is going to be another adventure video, so look forward to that one. I appreciate all those that are watching right now. Please like, subscribe, comment down below what I did wrong, things that I can do better on. I did change the exposure, tried to darken it up a little bit so people could actually see the last video that we shot up there. The video uploaded so bright and you could not see anything. So hopefully this one turned out better for you guys. Enjoy it. Let me know what I could do better, how I can help you guys out, and we'll see you at the next one. Bye.